Wacky Wednesday. I bet you can tell who this book is by. Do you remember whenever we see the Cat in the Hat? Who is the book by? Dr. Seuss. Right. Look at that cat in the hat. It's already a little wacky, isn't it? That's upside down. And a shoe with wings? We're going to find lots of wacky things in our Wacky Wednesday book. It all began with that shoe on the wall. A shoe on a wall shouldn't be there at all. Look at that. Then I looked up and I said, oh man, and that's how Wacky Wednesday began. Two shoes. I looked out the window and I said, gee, more things were wacky. I saw 3. Can you find 3 wacky things? Look at the hose. What's going on here? The worm is chasing the bird? And do bananas grow off of an apple tree? Oh boy. I went down the hall and I said, hey, 3 more things were wacky today. What else do you see that's wacky? The picture's upside down. A candy cane for a table leg. And how many doorknobs? That is wacky. In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. Oops. A tree growing out of the toilet? Oh my. And look at that faucet. That would make a mess. Does he need to wear a sock in the shower? And a fish in the bathroom? I began to dress. Then I said, wow, 4 more things were wacky now. I see the numbers on the clock are not right. Look at all the shoes on the walls and under the bed. And look at that table chair. This is a wacky book. I looked in the kitchen. I said, by cracky, 5 more things are very wacky. What's wacky in this picture? The mouse is chasing the cat? What's wrong with that? Umbrella soup? Look at that cup. And look at that refrigerator leg. Very wacky. I was late for school. I started along and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. All right, let's look for it. Oh, it would be hard to get in that door, wouldn't it? And look at that, there's a tree growing. And no door there. This lady's pushing a cat. And here's a window. And the man is driving from the back seat. And then 7 more. All right, let's look for him. Here's the shoe. What happened to the side of that house? And the sun is green? And where's the pole? And look at that, S-T-O-P, stop is green and go is red. And look at his legs. And he's got a shoe on his head. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said, nothing is wacky around here but you. She has no legs. And she has no neck. But look, I yelled, 8 things are wrong here at school. Nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. Look at the shoe. And a turtle. And instead of saying for sale, it says fur sale. Look at the pole. Look at the flag. That's not right. And here's a shoe. And school is not spelled right. It's supposed to be SCHOOL. And there's tigers in school? This is seriously wacky. I ran into school. I yelled to Miss Bass, look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class. She's wearing roller skates. I won't be doing that. And look at the shoe. He's got no head. He's sitting the wrong way. How is he even sitting? And she's standing on his head. He looks a little too old to be in school. This says George Washington, and that's not George Washington. How about our alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Z, and Y? That's wrong. Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out, said Miss Bass. Look at the telephone cord. It's going through the plant. All the way there. And this still isn't George Washington. George Washington was the first president. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Oh man, let's see if we can find them. An alligator. A shoe. The flag still doesn't look right. Here's another shoe. And a giraffe. She's walking on top of the car. Another shoe. He's sitting in the water. The bench is in the water. He's riding on the horse backwards. That building's not even on the ground. Lots of wacky things. Then I counted 11. Look at the alligator. And here's a chimney out of a tree. And this tree, oh, maybe that's on the ground. This one's coming out of the stroller. And a yellow one. And instead of saying for sale, this is how you spell the number 4. Look at all these chimneys and a shoe. And she's pushing an old man in the stroller. And there's no wheels. Only one wheel and a ski. It's got some crazy stuff here. Then 12 worse things. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. Look at that stroller. And why is there a door? What about those windows? And look at that. And a tiger is pushing that stroller. And more shoes. And an upside down stroller. And the baby's pushing that stroller. Uh-oh. What about that? And an airplane? The cow has no head? The pig has chicken feet? I am sorry, Patrolman. That's all I could say. Don't be sorry, he smiled. It's that kind of day. But be glad. Wacky Wednesday will soon go away. He's got a shoe on his hand. And look at his badge. Oh Only 20 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them and then you can go back to bed. Look at the path is rolling up. Look at that tree. And what about the street? And an airplane? And look at that house. And look at those suns. 2 of them? And that car? The tree? And a chimney? How about those houses? And this stroller? And what about that one? And look at that. And the pig. And the chair. And her head. And his feet. And how about this guy? Oh my goodness, I may have missed some too. Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. What a wacky Dr. Seuss book for Wacky Wednesday.